Once in the small town of Bellbrook, where everyone knew everyone, a list of businesses thrived under the watchful eyes of their owners. But this town held secrets, and soon those secrets would unfold like a thrilling chapter from a book. Here's a look at the businesses in Bellbrook and the characters behind them. 1. The Cozy Cafe, owned by Mary Johnson, an old lady with a warm smile, known for her delicious muffins. Mary seemed to know everyone's secrets, often overhearing conversations. 2. Bellbrook Bookstore, owned by Tom Harris, a quiet man with a love for mysteries. His bookstore was always filled with patrons, drawn both by the stories and Tom's intriguing personality. 3. The Greengrocer, owned by Lisa and Sam Martin, a young couple who loved organic food. Their shop was the heart of the community, bringing neighbors together. 4. Benny's Barber Shop, run by Benny Thompson, a cheerful barber who had a knack for telling stories. People would line up just to hear his latest tale while getting their hair cut. 5. Escape Room Adventures, owned by Jake and Lily Parker, siblings who loved puzzles. Their escape room became a hotspot for thrill seekers, looking for clues and excitement. 6. Candles and Crafts, owned by Sarah Reed, a crafty woman with a talent for making candles. Her shop, filled with fragrance, had a magical touch that attracted many. 7. Bellbrook Bakery, run by Ella Dawson, a passionate baker. Her pastries were talked about throughout town, but there was a hint of mystery about her secret recipes. 8. Riverside Diner, owned by Frank and Judy, an older couple who knew how to whip up comfort food. Their diner was a gathering spot for locals, but Frank often seemed troubled lately. 9. The Old Clock Shop, owned by Mr. Gray, an elderly man whose clocks had strange stories. Some said he could tell the future with the right tick of time. 10. The Vintage Boutique, run by Clara, a trendy young woman who loved fashion. Her shop had unique finds, but people whispered about where her items came from. 11. Epic Games Store, owned by Max, a young gamer with a dream. His store was decked with video games and friendly competitions, but Max had a secret love for gambling. 12. Bellbrook Gym, owned by Mike Lindell, a fitness enthusiast. His gym encouraged workouts, but behind those doors, business deals were happening silently. 13. The Art Gallery, run by Julia, an artist who could capture emotions on canvas. Yet, her art seemed to hold a different reality than what met the eye. 14. Flowers and Hugs, owned by Diana, a cheerful florist. Her flower shop was a bright spot, but customers hinted at seeing strange things in her back room. 15. Tech Wizards, managed by Sam Mendez, who was with gadgets. He always had the latest tech, but customers worried about how he acquired his inventory. 16. The Pet Haven, run by Molly, a kind-hearted woman who loved animals. Her shop was nurturing for pets. The whispers of wrongdoing involving animals rang around town. 17. Bellbrook Hardware, owned by Mr. and Mrs. Ben, a couple known for their friendliness. However, their basement held tools that didn't seem appropriate for a hardware store. 18. The Fishing Shop, owned by Dave, an old fisherman whose tales of the sea were legendary. Yet, many suspected his catches were more than just fish. 19. The Yoga Studio, owned by Rachel, a calm and serene woman. Her studio promised peace, but Rachel's past was shrouded in hurdles and mystery. 20. The Town Hall, managed by Mayor Tom Stevens, a well-respected figure. However, whispers of a scandal threatened to break the calm of Bellbrook. One evening, a storm hit Bellbrook. The winds howled, and rain fell heavily as the town gathered at the Riverside Diner for warmth and comfort. Frank and Judy served hot meals while the locals discussed the secrets held within their businesses. Curiosity brewed like the coffee in front of them. Suddenly, a loud crash interrupted the chatter. The lights flickered, and whispers spread like wildfire through the diner. Benny ran outside to find the source. "There's been an accident at the old clock shop," he shouted back. Everyone rushed outside, their faces illuminated by lightning. The clock shop's door had flown open, and Mr. Gray was nowhere to be found. Tom Harris, who had been on the sidelines, decided to take charge. "We need to search for him," he announced. The townsfolk split into groups, connecting with their strengths. Jake and Lily led a group to the clock shop, where they discovered clues hidden behind dusty books and tinkering gears. Meanwhile, Mary, with her skillful ear for gossip, quickly pieced together stories from the locals, noticing connections between the businesses. As the night wore on, they uncovered that each business owner had a backstory tied to Mr. Gray. They all relied on his old clocks not just for time, but also for guidance, each agreeing to keep silent about their pasts due to fear and shame. Finally, in a tense climax, they found Mr. Gray in a hidden room at the back of his shop, surrounded by strange blueprints. He had been working on a project to reveal the town's hidden past, but those secrets could change everything. As the storm passed, the truth emerged, weaving a bond between the townsfolk. The businesses, once mere names on the list, transformed into a community united by their shared journey into the unknown. From that day, Bellbrook was more than a name. It became a sanctuary of trusted friends, risking the thrill of secrets for the sake of loyalty.